I made a deal with Gorg. So let's see. I have to have an awkward intro where I don't really know what I'm talking about and I ramble a whole bunch, and then I have to do the thing where I'm like, oh, I didn't shave today, and then I'm like, oh, look at that thing. What's that thing? Oh, I never noticed that before. So I got that out of the way. What else? A lot of uhs. So I've gotten in some so far. A lot of not looking at the camera. So I just like do like this from now on. I just got a double whammy. I got a and not looking at the camera. Just got into awkward motions. I think I'm ticking all the boxes. So with that, Jib Jab, good company, for what I recall, back in the day, classic. So I was thinking about decisions, and I don't know, man. I don't even know how scarcity has such a crazy effect on the decisions that you make, or your inability to make decisions, and that I don't know. Okay, so let's say if you're gonna do something, and then you guys might be thrown up by the time I'm done with all the spinning. Ooh, I get super dizzy. Really easily. But believe it or not, I didn't really get seasick going fishing. It's just, I don't know, one of the mysteries of life. I'll tell you a funny story. So one time when fishing, I caught my first shark, I think, something like that. It was like 3 or 4 feet or something, and I was maybe 6 or 8 years old, and I've got a video. I don't have it. My daughter made a video when she was probably 6 or 8, and she does a face just like that. She goes, "Marissa, I can't do it." I'll have to get it and put it up one day. I will. I mean, I have no plans on doing that right now, or I have not put in my schedule, and but so I probably won't. But one day, if I happen to remember, and I am feeling so inclined, I'll put it up. That's about how much effort I'm going to put into this. So, oh man, what a sneaky thing. My brain just pushed out a thought like, what, you think you're a YouTuber? You're just walking around in your kid's room recording to no one. So there. Tricky. Sneaky. It's not true. I'm recording for you and me. And that's just what I do. I'm sorry. And that brings us to the topic I'd like to talk about today. What it do? What it do indeed? What it do? What it do? So, I guess Yoda was right. Oh, God. There's no try, there's do or do not. Okay, what the hell does that mean? So, you gotta do something. And you're like, well, let me try to figure out how to do this thing, and maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do that. Research. Whatever. Anything and everything except doing the thing. Oh man, there's so much. There's be to do, there's do to be. I don't really know what direction I want to go or what I'm. So it turns out it's kind of difficult for me to. I guess it makes sense. I say it's difficult for me, but imagine this with no plan as far as what I want to say, and bullet points or anything like that. Explaining something seems like rambling. I know it's weird, but I'm really good at shooting from the hip. Pachow, pachow. This means you can't see. I'm shooting from the hip. Bam. That was a little bit higher from the hip, so you could see it. Yeah. The issue then becomes when I hit record. It's like, okay, let me tell this thing that I want to say. I don't even know what I'm going to say. And then it's like, I don't even know what I want to talk about. And then when I have a half idea of what I want to talk about, and then it just becomes like this. This is actually one of my better videos, but it's, yeah, because it's pretty unclear. So, but that's the thing. I don't want to be an explainer channel. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, okay, here are the 3 things, 3 bullet points, blah, blah, blah. Yes and no, I guess. I'd rather just be, I don't know, when ideas are kind of coming to me, it just flows. That's where I want to go. It's just that flow state. And this is how I get there, because I can do it when it's 2 a.m. and nothing else is happening. Just kind of comes naturally, if you will, I guess, because I guess everything's quiet and there's no background noise in here, or no worries or whatever. But okay, do to be to do to be, what to do. So if you are something, if you make a decision and you're like, I am a creator. Well, okay, no, 2 things. Okay, let's talk about affirmations. There's a difference between saying, you could be broke as heck and be like, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich. And your body's just going to be like, your nervous system, like, no, you ain't, no, you ain't, no, you ain't. And, and then I was thinking, I actually felt the other day, it was at night, I was just kind of thinking, and I know how I got there. It was the difference between trying to think through something and like daydreaming, if you will. I kind of let my thoughts go loose and completely relaxed, and I didn't like think, okay, what's it gonna be to be like this and be like this? I don't know, man. It just kind of came to me, and I was like, yeah, I felt rich. I felt like a millionaire, which I know we just say millionaire. It's just the go-to. It's kind of like when we talk about our caveman brain and the mindset, and it's always like the saber-toothed tiger was chasing you and you had to get away. The saber-toothed tiger, but meanwhile, saber-toothed tiger's over there like, I don't like the taste of Uman. That's how the saber-toothed tiger talks, I remember. So but poor saber-toothed tiger gets drug into all the examples. It's never like, what else is there? We don't even know any other creatures that exist. The woolly mammoth is cheating. No, woolly mammoth's just doing his thing. Oh, the bear is chasing. No, I don't even know. It's the saber-toothed tiger was chasing you, and you had to either kill it or run away. It's just how it was. So, is there any scientific evidence to back that up? Like saber-toothed tiger bones and bites out of like cavemen people, or are we just making shit up? That's probably what it is. So if you could think it was a giant sloth that was chasing you, and you had to just be like, I don't even remember why we're talking about giant sloths or saber-toothed tigers, to be honest. Let's see. What else can we cover that we haven't covered? Oh yeah, you embody the feeling. So it's like, yeah. And then the words came out. It was, I am rich. But it was more of a confirmation of what I was already feeling. So I don't know. Can you just say something to it in existence? Like, I am healthy, I am healthy, I am healthy. I don't think so. I don't think, well, maybe for some people, I don't know. That's another thing, man. It's like, oh, you got so much. Okay, I think I'm going to start writing down a list tomorrow of like believing in yourself, trusting yourself, making a decision, the universe. It's so hard. Nobody wants to hear the after. It's like, oh yeah, I thought this the other day. It's like, oh, that's cool. I want to be able to take people on the journey, and I really want to be able to do it like live. Is what I'm thinking, you know. Is like step 1, get high. Step 2, just start talking about shit. And I think that's going to be the real, I mean, just being honest, I think that's the real formula, because that's when I really riff. Is riff. Oh, I got a little thing here. Oh. Run upside down, made a deal with Gorg. I always say Gorg because what is God? So many people are like, oh yeah, he, first and foremost. It's like, okay, what are we doing? We just decided that. We're just like, yep, he, and yep, it's just a man, white dude with white beard, somewhere floating around doing God stuff. Seems pretty naive to me, but I believed it for a long time. That's a whole nother thing I'm going to talk about. Beliefs. I don't know. It's frustrating. Well, not frustrating. I feel like I'm recognizing, I know that like a lot of my beliefs are just like the belief about being human. You might be like, huh? What does that mean? We're all human. I got you. But not in the way you think. So I keep judging myself because I keep feeling like this needs to be something. That thing is in the back of my head. Like, this has to be something. I have to get to the point. I have to do, you know, a good video, whatever. And I forget that this is literally day 2 of making videos. And the whole point of the video is to show the fuck up for myself. Show the beep up for myself. My head really big when I do this thing. Oh, I got a thing right there. So, because that's what I am. Now, when I say creator, is it like I am this? No. I'm not this. I mean, yes and no. That's where my skill set is right now of talking to the camera. Is this an accurate representation of the things that I think about, of the notes that I have, of the ideas that I have? Absolutely not. And I think that was one thing that kept me from writing music. That I wrote music growing up for funsies, FL Studio, free version. Couldn't close it because you couldn't save it and come back to it. You had to leave it open and then export that bitch, and then hope that you never want to make any, I mean, you couldn't make any changes after that, so you just had to, which is kind of good, honestly. Is that a bug or a feature? Just saying. So just showing up is what I was going to say. And I've got a headache. I didn't have any ideas. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And I'm a creator. What creators do is they show up and they record things and they post them on the interwebs for people to watch and look at. And yeah, that doesn't mean that I have to post this even. In fact, I probably won't. And then everybody's like, huh, there's the part where he says he probably won't. And then I'm watching it right now on YouTube. And it's funny because he said he was going to post it, and he posted it. It's pretty funny. Joke. My oldest kid was a little baby. That was his favorite joke. He was like, hey, well, want to hear a joke? Want to hear a joke? You're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay. Joke! It's funny as hell. It's so funny. Before that, his joke was K. That was just the no, S. He'd go S. And he had a bit of a lisp. So it would say, want to hear a joke? S. It's pretty funny, actually. That's a funny joke. He is 19 now. Still says the same joke. Yeah. Creators show up. They do. They put stuff out there. That's who I am. That's I don't even know what that means. Who I am. That's what I feel drawn towards. If you go back and you look at the pattern of my life, at every stop along the way, at every job I ever had, if my true colors, my true self came out, I was doing some silly stuff. And for example, when I worked for an insurance company as an insurance adjuster in our training, we had to go to headquarters for 2 months, which was ridiculous. And they trained us on how to be an insurance adjuster. They could have trained us on one day, be like, deny. I feel like I have to put some disclaimer out there, like, so I don't get sued or something or assassinated. So, yeah, we had to make a presentation to the C-suite, which is the CEO and all the biggie wiggies, all the old white guys, and the token black lady. And I'm just that. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. I ain't making this shit up. That was factual. I cannot get sued for fact saying, probably. So, we had to do a presentation to the CEO and the blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, it was a group project. And I was like, you know what? I am actually going to not do a PowerPoint. I am going to do a rap song, because that's what white people call that, rap songs. So I wrote one of those rap songs. And watch this. A little poofy. There we go. And then I recorded it on my laptop. And then what I did is I incorporated everything that we had learned in the first 2 weeks, all the acronyms, crap ton of acronyms, and put that into a little ditty. And then a little song. I can't say that anymore, I guess. Thanks for ruining it. and then put that into the song, and then the rap song, and then made a rap video. I do not have the video anymore. I do have the song, which I will upload probably when I upload the video of my daughter doing that. I forgot what the face was. I'll have to go back and look. It was like, I don't know, something. Wasn't that. And yeah, it was awesome. Because I got up there for my presentation as if it was going to be a thing, and then just kind of hit play and then walked away, and it was a video, and it was called We Got You Covered. I'm very proud of that, because it was, 1, the guts to do something like that. 2, the creativity to do something like that. 4, to be able to write it in one weekend and record it on my little laptop years ago with not all of the skills and knowledge of a professional recorder person, and then have the guts to put it out there for all the old white guys and the one. Yeah. It was awesome. Of course it was. That's how I do. That's who I am. And so, yeah. So even when I had boring, sucky jobs, I did, did that all throughout at each stop. Except my later years, because I was dead inside, because I stopped doing creative stuff and I lived in lack and scarcity, and it was terrible, and I changed who I was. The end. That's it. So then I was like, I'm not gonna die. I'm not going to die living like the Croods, where it's like, that's not living, Dad. That's just not dying. There's a difference. So true. All the kids movies packed with gems in them throughout. Little Trumpian, whatever he does. I haven't watched that in a while. It was like the accordion thing. Okay, so here's one thing. Let me tell you a secret. Let me do a little Jordan, what's his face? He's like, zoop. He's like, come here. He's so cool. Come on. Cool guy. Cool cat right there. Here's the deal, folks. I don't know if you know this yet, but it don't matter. As in, we all gonna be dead, for one. And then, yeah. So who cares? Like, literally, who cares? But not in a nihilistic way, where it's like, I just need this little spot right here. Just crush that. I'm gonna fill it in. Get a marker. Am I get a marker? Camera really picks that up, doesn't it? Right back. Bathroom was locked. Somebody was in there. Occupado. So it doesn't matter. So what I'm trying to say is, we got the Second Amendment, and we had this so we can, fight back against a tyrannous government. Yeah, that shit doesn't matter. Ain't nobody gonna fight nobody with handguns. They have military and whatever, and tanks and bombs and shit. So this is what's gonna happen, though. Think about this. It's almost like my kid asked me the other day something like, do you think aliens, smart kid. All my kids are brilliant. Just saying. I don't know how. They asked the other day, if there was an advanced alien species that came to Earth, do you think that they would basically eat us like we eat cattle? Would they perform some type of intelligence test? I think it was a Ted Riddle, the hats, the one with the hats, where it's like they whatever. It was a test to see how smart people were in their reasoning and whatnot. And if they're stupid enough, they're like, okay, these people are dumb. They're like the capybara of, whatever. I'm doing a great job explaining this, by the way. So, and I was thinking, I said, you know what? I think that if there's an advanced species out there, eating other things, that ended a long time ago. a long time ago. A long time ago. It's one of those things, how could I put it? When a society moves past a certain point, it just becomes not cool anymore, baby. To like hurt people or yeah, that I guess war. It's like, huh? What? Why would you do that? It would become it okay, let me put it this way. If I was walking down the street, I'm like, hey, how's it going? It'd be like, that's odd. Do I not punch people in the face randomly because there's a law against assault? Nay, nay. I don't punch people in the face because it's like, that's just not what you do. That's just whatever. This ain't no Wild Wild West anymore, you know? I'm not packing heat. I may shoot from the hip, but I don't shoot you from the hip. So once society and people as a whole in the world, it just happens to be that our leaders are still the power-hungry, warmongering, whatever people. I think the majority of people don't want to fight. I think the majority of people don't want war. I think the majority of people are like my 5-year-old said last year, which was basically, why doesn't everybody have food? He's like, wait a minute. So you gotta pay for food? I was like, yeah. So what if you don't have any money? Like, yeah. And he was like, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Like, I refuse to grow up and live in a world where you have to pay for food. I mean, and we're like, oh, well, there's this down there. No. That's adult bullshit. You know, this kid was dropping truth bombs. Wait, did I even end the thing about my other kid with the aliens? Yeah, kind of. It wasn't as deep as I wanted it to be, but whatever. The principal issue is kind of the same. As you grow into society, you become more civilized, if you will. You become more loving, you know, as you go and go and go. It becomes obsolete. That kind of behavior is just obsolete. It's like, no. And you'd be like, oh, well, then you got the war guys that take advantage over the you know, nice guys. I mean, that's kind of what's happening right now. That's not kind of what's happening, but hey. Just recording a video because I'm a creator. What's up?
Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay.
Anyway.
It's live, by the way. We're live streaming right now. The whole world is watching.
That's cool. Hi, whole world. I was just wondering about dinner plans, but you're working on bigger things.
Mom's been doing dinner